Hi, my name is Ben Terrell, and I'm here to discuss the violence in our American teens. This speech is mainly about Chicago teens, because Chicago has been the home of violent teens for so long now. Chicago recently adopted the name Chiraq because of its murder rate. Chicago teens are the most violent, most reckless teens in the United States. These kids are extremely dangerous and need to be stopped immediately before it spreads throughout other cities. These kids feel the need to kill rather than fight. No one wants to lose a fight, so not everybody wants to shoot. Each year the violence in Chicago intensifies around spring and summer. That's when everybody is out. Once these young men hit the streets, there's no telling what can happen. They grew up off thinking that it was either sports or the streets. If you aren't good enough to go pro, then your only other option is the streets. That's when everything goes south. They usually start out young. The young ones learn from the older ones, and that's how they get introduced to drugs and money and stuff like that, their life. That's when dealing drugs start to happen. They start to learn bad words and pick up bad habits off the streets, as well as learn about gangs. In Chicago, everybody belongs to a gang. That's their way of protection. That's their way of life. Now these days, they can't even walk to the streets. They can't even walk through their neighborhoods. They can't walk to the stores. They can't even walk in front of their own house without risking their lives. The gangs have rivals. They shoot and kill their enemies for money, territory, and girls and drugs. They have no remorse for anyone. If a child gets shot, a child gets shot. Chiraq is known for its hip-hop and rap music. Teens find comfort in rap music, hip-hop, and hip-hop teaches these kids so much violence they are inspired to do things. Some Chiraq teens find a way to get away through rap music, trying hard to make. Some Chiraq teens find a getaway through rap music, trying hard to make music. Through their music, they explain the horrors of living in Chicago, the deaths, the money, and the gangs. They hope and pray to make it big to escape, but some of the people who do make it can't escape from the horrors they lived through in Chicago. It just became a lifestyle for them. Life for them is survival of the fittest. Each day is a battle to stay alive. They've seen so many people die. It's normal to them. Killing is normal to them. Kids are the future. Instead of taking away from urban kids, more researchers should be given to them. How can our generations get better and grow if we keep ignoring things like this to happen? Economy is the worst. It's odds to the stress and the poor family has to take on with no help or no resources to turn to.
Yeah.
The oldest members of the family are mainly the ones who have to take care of the younger family members by doing anything and everything they can to put food on the table and keep the roof over their head for their siblings' head. And stated before, selling drugs is a major way to make a lot of fast money. Some of the teens see it as being cool, so they dream of becoming a drug dealer, as if it was a career or a full-time job. Full-time normal job at that. Growing up without a father figure also pushes some young boys towards the streets, looking for guidance they never had. Young women nowadays are even falling into this. They are becoming more and more violent. They are becoming accustomed to the money and being taken care of by a thug and whatnot. They love the money and the luxury. They love affording designer things. They love being taken care of. They love fast money, and then the fast money takes over their mind, and they lose. Then they use sight of reality. We can change this. We just have to put forth the effort and give the help.